So I'm going to try to recreate this aloe vera plant using the tree creator. So I found this leaf petal right here, and this will be for the blooming flowers. I just took this image of the aloe vera leaf itself and then bumped up the brightness. And then this is the original aloe vera leaf. Okay, I'm going to right click in the hierarchy and create a 3D tree. Call this aloe vera plant. Okay, I really see two main branch groups. There's this one long stem in the middle that ends in flowers, and then there's all these chunky big aloe vera leaves off the bottom here. So I'm going to select this first branch group here. Like maybe I want it to be just a little bit less long. Radius wise though, this base is a little bit too thick. So I'm going to take this radius and I'm going to drop it down to maybe like 0.1, 0.18. Cool. So now I'm going to select the main base tree again and add another branch group. I'm not totally sure. I'm going to bump up the frequency. Maybe like, let's put it at like 12. Nice. And it looks kind of like grass. And the way to change that, let's take a look at this growth angle. The growth angle curve. Maybe even it starts low. It's to end like this, but then have a point up here. Maybe something like this. Now, the length of these is quite long. So I'm going to push the length down. Let's take a look at the radius. And these need to be pretty thick leaves, and they end in that point there. I'm going to give it just a little bit of seeking sun, like 0.05 or 6. In the seek sun graph, what would happen if I push this something like this and then maybe move this that way? Yeah. The thing that I'm seeing here is everything's kind of broken up. Like the shape is good, but what a mess. And I think that's because of its distribution. I want them to come out from the base only. There we go. And now I can kind of look at the this radius that we kind of have going here. There we go. And I'll take a look at the length as well. Just a little bit. I could totally mess with the radius a little bit more. I'm just gonna have to be happy with what it looks like. Like it's fine. Okay, but this branch, the main flower stem one, let's add another branch group off the edge of it. And this will be smaller versions of these fat leaves. So for the frequency of this one, I'm maybe gonna put it like maybe 8. I like the random distribution, but I don't want it to be anywhere near the top. I want it to all be at the bottom. Sweet. Growth angle. I'm gonna pull this growth angle up to like a 0.72 or so, but then I want it to up here and then it will drop off. Now these are also super long, so I'm gonna take a look at moving the length down. I'm gonna make the radius as fat as possible, and let's pull this out so it starts really fat and then kind of curves down. Yeah, again, seek sun, I'm gonna give it just a little bit, like 0.05. Now the thing about this distribution here is that it is all the way at the bottom, just a little bit up. I don't know if there's a way to make it there, just slightly up on it. Boom. Now off the flower branch, we need to make our flowers. So this is going to be a leaf node. How many flowers to give this branch? I'm going to say like 10. I believe the distribution isn't random. I believe it's alternated. And then I want to do the same thing where I just want to not have them all the way kind of near the top there. Maybe the growth angle, let's mess with that. Ooh, yeah, we'll have it grow. And then, okay, the geometry mode, it's just like a flat plane. But what if we mess around with like a cross? Let me up the perpendicular. Yes, that's what we're looking for. Maybe like a 0.9. So now let's go ahead and take a look at adding these textures in. So I'm going to right click the materials folder and create a new material and call it aloe vera flower stem underscore matte. And this needs to be the bark, the tree creator. Now it's looking for a texture, so we can take the bright aloe vera. Let's go to our aloe vera plant, and on this one is the flower stem, and we can drag in that material. Okay, now I'm just gonna right click, add another material, call it aloe vera leaf underscore matte. It needs to also be the tree creator bark, and for the texture, I'm gonna choose the darker one. Awesome, so now back on the plant, on the branches, where it's looking for a branch material, I will drag in the leaf branch. Nice. And then maybe for the smaller branches, maybe I will give them the flower stem branch material, just so we get like a little variation in there. Right click your materials folder, create one more material, and I'm gonna call this aloe vera flower underscore matte. And I think I can use the leaves fast, and then I'm going to select this. The main color of our flowers is kind of like an orange, and then maybe, I don't know if this matters, the translucency color being like a yellow. So on the plant itself, on the flower or the leaf node, where it's looking for a material, let's go ahead and drag in this flower material. Okay, and that looks pretty good. did. So if I want it to be a little bit brighter, I can just set this to be like a brighter yellow and then go back to the plant and refresh. There you go. And now it's this kind of nice bright yellow. Okay, honestly, I will call that good enough. Yay! Okay, I will see you in the next one.